Stop being nosy and get out of my car boot bag.
I'm only joking. My name's Tom and this is Tom's Toys 95. Welcome back to another video. If you are new around here, I'm a part-time eBay reseller and a video game collector. I like to document my eBay journey and tell you exactly what I sold, how much I sold it for, where I picked it up from and how much I paid, etc. At the end of the week, I like to go over my sales and tell you exactly how much I have made profit in that week. So in the meantime, I like to collect video games, so I'll be popping into CEX, Game, any other retail stores that I can pop in and see if they're selling anything cheap to make a profit. So this weekend I actually went to a car boot, which I haven't been for a while. I've been having quite a busy couple of months and I just haven't had a chance to go. So I went to a car boot on the weekend, got lots of cool stuff, big bag full of stuff. So I've got a lot to list. Most of it is drafted already. I started that over the weekend. But in today's episode, we're going to start off by drafting up some listings and getting some photos done and just trying to list as much as I can. So I've got 2 hours now before I need to head home for tea. So in that 2 hours, I'm going to basically challenge myself to see how much that I can get listed in those 2 hours. So the timer is going to start now and I'll try and throw some footage on in between of me doing it. But you're just going to see exactly what I picked up and how the listing process goes. Right, so unfortunately I've only got one camera, so I've set it up on the tripod here, and what I'll do is I'll unload my car boot bags, I'll put them onto the table, and I'll show you what I'm going to try and get photographed and or listed in the next couple of hours. So some things are already drafted, so I can just photograph them and get them listed straight away. If I've got time after I finish photographing, I will try and get some more drafts done, and then I can just add the photos tonight while I'm watching a movie or something. But what I'm going to do is I'll do a little time lapse, but I'll try and get everything onto the table, and then I'll take my camera off the tripod and I will just show you everything that I picked up from the car boot, and I'll just give you a little, go over of how much I'm going to potentially list it for and what my plan is for the next couple of hours in terms of taking photos, and then I will report back to you afterwards once I've done it.
Right then, this is the workbench at the moment. It's looking pretty chaotic but somewhat organised. So the first item I'm going to try and get listed today, this Boohoo Man 3XL. I don't know if it's leather or faux leather jacket. Leather look, so yeah, faux leather biker jacket. This was a tenner. I don't know if I'll make much profit on this. As it's new with tags, I think I might. If it was second hand, maybe not, but I'm aiming for around £20 on this one. These Polly Pockets need listing. Sorry, not Polly Pockets. They are Disney Frozen Polly Pocket-esque toys. I'm not entirely sure what range it is. I'll have to look it up. But those 6 apparently go with this, or at least those go with that collection. These are some spares, so some duplicates. So I'll probably list these just on their own, the set of 3. And then we've got some more characters here, which I pulled out from a Frozen bundle. So I'll list those, and those as 3 separate listings. Then got just some random football cards. So I've got these Ronaldo cards. These were £1 each for a bundle of cards, and this one's worth about £8, and these 3 I could get about £3 each for, so only low markups on those. But for £2 I could probably get about 10 to 12 back after fees on those. Then I picked up a bunch of these Meccano magazines. Now there's 12 magazines in a set, so there's 1 per month for a year. So as you can see here, 1950. So that's a complete 1950 set, 51, 52, 53, 54 and 57. I do have 48 and 49. Sorry, that's 47. I don't know where those are. I think I might have left them at home by accident, but I did have from 1947 through to 1954 complete. And then there's some random June ones where there's only 6 there, so I'll probably sell those as a bundle of 6. We've got this Alien plush. This one probably going for around about £15, and then that's the rocket from, or the claw machine from Toy Story 1, and then obviously it comes with some aliens inside. We've got a bunch of hats here. I won't go through all of them entirely, but I'm looking for about a tenner each, so I'll just quickly flick through them, but I won't discuss them. So these all need photographing. Unfortunately, I've left my polystyrene head at home, so I can't put the hat on the head. So I may not list these today and list them at home. I will see. Then I've got a bunch of football shirts, so I'll just peel them off quickly. We've got England. We've got 2 Man United ones, both the same. Found off 2 different sellers, but happened to find them at the same car boot. Then we've got this Wolves shirt, brand new with tags with Ruben Neves on the back. We've got a Leipzig shirt. This is from the charity shop a couple of weeks ago, and then some Hearts stuff. another shirt there, and then a pair of shorts. We've got a pair of Adidas 424 collaboration shorts with Arsenal, and then another pair of Arsenal swim shorts. I believe they've got the club badge on somewhere, might be the reverse side. Yeah, just on there. And then we've got this Doctor Who collector's binder. So this is not complete, but it's got a lot of shinies and rare ones in there. So I've sorted through all of those, so that needs listing, so I'm going to photograph that next. These are duplicates, so I'm going to list that and that and that. So the whole binder, I'm going to aim high on this because they sell quite well. This came out in 2009. It's not complete, but there's a lot of cards in there. Some near complete ones-ish have gone for around about £60, so I'm going to aim for around 70, and I can always reduce it. It'll probably end up selling for about 40, maybe £50. This one, there's 90 something cards in there, and there's 260 to collect. There's a lot of rare ones that aren't in there, so I won't get much for these. Maybe like 20 for those I'll aim for, can always reduce it. Maybe like 8 for this stack, and probably like £3 or £4 for that stack. So yeah, just trying to break those down. That cost me £6. And this dog tutu, I thought Halloween was coming up. I thought this was quite a cute little purchase. This was £2 or £3 from some lady at the car boot. Had a TK Maxx sticker on it for £13, so I'm aiming to get a tenner plus postage on that one. So that's everything that I'm aiming to try and get photographed by the end of today. So I've got about an hour and 45 minutes left, so let's see how I can do. Right, so we're just shy 5 minutes of 2 hours, so I've got everything that I put on the table listed. There's a few more bits that I wanted to try and list, so if you watched last week's episode, you'd have seen I picked up these trains. I wanted to get these photographed. However, a lot of these, in fact all of these, sorry, have been photographed. Some of them are listed and most of them are drafted, so all I've got to do at some point is just add the photos to the listings. So all of these shirts have been, clothing items have been photographed, measured up, and photographed the measurements so I can put them all in the description. So those are good to go. Got all the hats there. This plush can just go in there. So they're all folded up nicely, so when I get back in my garage I can put all the hats in the hat box, all the sports clothes in the sports clothes box, any normal clothes in the clothes box. And then same in here. This is quite neatly stacked, so I've got all the figures in there. Those need to go into little bags that go in the figure box. These cards are all organised, etc. So all of those are photographed and sorted. So hopefully we're going to have about 30 to 40 listings going live this week, which, fingers crossed, boosts the eBay algorithm. Hello, it is now Friday night, and I know this torch looks ridiculous, but my garage is quite dark. Now the reason I'm in here is because I bought London 2012 on the PlayStation 3 recently, and I know for a fact that the Xbox version is at least double that price at the moment. I don't know if it's because the Xbox store closed or just because the Olympics is relevant, but either way that game's hella expensive. And I looked on my inventory, and I remember I bought an Xbox 360 bundle off my mate last year, and I know he has a lot of sports games, so I checked the list, and I know for a fact that I've been too lazy and not listed any of those games, and London 2012's on the list. So let's look in the box and see if it's in there. So this is where my head torch will come in handy. So here's the box, and it needs sorting through, it needs listing. Luckily I've noticed that the Xbox games have gone up because the store's closed, so by not listing it, it's probably actually benefited me in the long run. These might have gone up a little bit. However, we are looking for London 2012. Please be in here. Please don't say I sold it. I picked out a few to sell. It's not on my sell list, so I haven't sold it. So let's just hope that it's on here. So these are Xbox One games, so those are kind of irrelevant. So that's fine. Borderlands, come on, fingers crossed it's in here. Come on. I know it's on the list, so I've just got to pray that it's in here. So by the way, if this is in here and it's in good condition, this is selling for £30–35 at the moment. So I'm really hoping it is. Nope. So far, no good. We got Harry Potter. So Rayman, Motorsport. Yes! 30–35 quid. Right, let's check condition together. So we got the back cover Oh wow, so there's no stickers on there. The disc is looking mighty clean so far. Okay, no major scratches, we are good to go. So yes, hopefully if I list this quick, £30–35. The next item I've sold is a Buzz Lightyear, and I think I can see that straight away. So this cost me about £1, and it moves, talks, lights up, etc. And that went for £10.80 plus postage, so really happy with the markup on that one.
I'm really happy with the next sale. London 2012 Olympics, this is a game to look out for at the moment. That one was £2.99 from Cash Generator, or Cash Converter actually. I always get mixed up between the two. So Cash Generator, that was £2.99, and that sold for £19.99. I only bought that in last week's episode, and it sold over the weekend, so really happy with that sale. That game is very hot right now, so if you see that game on your travels, make sure you pick it up. It might not stay that expensive for that long. By the time you're watching this video, the price might have come down a bit, but what goes up has to come down eventually. However, it won't come down that rapid. It'll still stay, you know, if it's 20 now, it might be 15, it might be 10, but it'll still be worth some value. So if you see that game, make sure you pick it up. So the footage you've just seen was me looking for London 2012 over the weekend. As I mentioned, it's inflated, the game has gone up and it's in demand. So I managed to find a copy on the Xbox 360, and I also pulled out Beijing 2008 as well. Now this sold, someone sent me an offer for £30 on Saturday and he never paid. He never got back to me. On Sunday I messaged him, could you kindly pay by the end of today so I can get it posted on Monday. He didn't get back to me, and the game dropped in price Saturday night, and then suddenly Sunday it's gone back up again. So I didn't want to miss out on the sale. I know this game is going to go going to go back down in price soon, so I want to get this sold as quick as possible. And I made another listing today, relisted it, and someone has sent me an offer for £30 as well, different person, and they paid straight away. So I'm happy to say this is now sold. I can get this posted tomorrow, and I've already cancelled the sale with the other buyer. They hadn't paid within 2 days, and they didn't message me back. I messaged them twice, 2 separate occasions. I was polite both times, and they ignored me. So as far as I'm concerned, whilst you should probably wait 4 days, 2 days when this is a hot game and I want to sell it, that's too long for me, so I cancelled the sale. Morning guys, I've got 5 orders today. One of them I've already showed you yesterday, the Olympics game. I've got 4 more things to pick, so let's go grab them now. One of them conveniently is right in front of me. I only listed these the other day, and it's an MG coin. I've got a PS Vita game, which is over here somewhere. So there's that one. I'm now looking for a Manchester United hooded jacket, which I can see in this box down here, so I'm just going to grab that. And that is this one. Love this jacket. I bought 2, one for myself. So the last thing I need to grab are 2 Monster Jam figures, so I'm just going to grab those now from the figures box. Oops. So these 2 were £4.44 from Sainsbury's in the clearance. I think they're only £5.50 on their own anyway, but these have sold for £16.50, so I'm happy with that. This Manchester United jacket, I picked this up in the TK Maxx sale for £35, or it might have just been their regular price actually. Really nice Adidas Originals vintage style, like retro remake jacket, jumper. That one went for £60, someone sent me an offer, so not a bad markup on that one. This PlayStation Vita game was sealed, and I think it's Polish, so it's like the Polish version, and that one was £3 from a gaming convention, and that has sold for £8.99. And the last thing, this MG coin, I don't know if I've uploaded the video or not yet, but I went to a car boot at the weekend and I bought a massive job lot of these. Well, I say massive, I got 10 of them, and they owe me about 70p each, and they are commemorative coins, and those have sold for £15, so I'm really happy with that. So I've still got 9 more to sell, so if they can sell at £10 to £15 each time, then I'll be very happy with that markup. So that's all the sales. I've also sold that Olympics game for £30, which I showed you yesterday, so I'm going to get all those wrapped later on and I'll post them today. Hey guys, it's now Wednesday and I'm going to play football in a moment, hence the football kit, but I've been staying behind after work and listing some things. I didn't quite get as much listed as I wanted to, but we've got 9 items in front of me that I've managed to draft, photograph and list, so I'm going to show you what those are now.
So I've got a pile of stuff here that I've been meaning to list for a while, just stuff that I've picked up over the last couple of months and just haven't got around to listing. So first one, Pokemon Snap, found this at a game convention and it came with the manual, but the reason I picked this up was because the manuals are worth a little bit of money and he was selling this for 12 or 15 pounds, and obviously that's how much just the cartridge goes for. So these go for around about 8 to 10 pounds, so I'm listing this for 22.99. This disc, surprisingly, the game is £17.99 cheapest on eBay at the moment, so I'm asking for about £14 on this. This is a foil cover, so it's a variant. It's meant to come with an art book, which mine doesn't have, but this is quite a rare cover. You don't see this very often, so I'm asking a premium on this one. So this one's going to be listed for £17.99. Might not sell for that much, but we'll take a chance on it. I'd be happy with anything over sort of £12 to £13 for that. But, you know, list it for £17.99 and open to offers. This Pro Evolution Soccer game, I believe I bought this for my collection and it's a duplicate. I already had it and I don't think I realised I did. So I paid like £2 for that from CEX, so that's only going to sell for like £3. So just happy to get my money back on that one. This one was £1.50 from CEX and it sells for around £5 to £6. So minus postage and fees, I probably only get about £3 for that. This one actually I bought for £2 from a car boot. This is a really rare game, but it's got some damage here. It comes with the soundtrack, but this disc is broken, so I'm listing it as broken. I replaced the copy for my collection, so I spent £25 on a nice mint copy from CEX not too long ago. So this is just some fodder, so if I can get more than £2 for it, I'll be very happy. Now this sells for around £30, £35, so I'm going to be listing this for around about 20 to 25. It comes with the cover art. I know it's got a bit of damage, but it comes with the cover art, the manual, and the art CD soundtrack, sorry. And the disc, whilst it's cracked, it may still work, but I did put in the description expect it not to. So if I get anything over 15-20 on an offer for that, I'll take it. Then we've got this Michael Jackson The Experience promotional not for resale copy. You see quite a lot of these come up, these promotional copies on eBay for certain games. This one I could not find a single one either listed or sold, so I've gone for £20 on that one. It might not sell for that much, but as it's the only one on eBay, it gives whoever's looking for it no choice, so you never know, might sell for that much. Then we bought these two, also £1.50 each from CEX, so it's £3 for the pair. Now I know there's some value in these games, so I've listed those for £9 plus postage. And the last thing is this Final Fantasy Lightning Return Steelbook. Now I listed this not too long ago. I bought this from CEX, minty fresh, for £15. This one was also from CEX a few weeks before that, but it does have some damage to it. So I'm going to actually trial this one on listing the disc on its own, which I've listed for £25. The game goes for around 35, and the steelbook I'm going to list for 25 on its own. So if I can get 20 each, I'll be happy with that. But I've got the other one listed for £33.99, which is the steelbook and the disc. So I'm going to try and sell them separately and see if I can get more for it. But yeah, that's everything that I've listed today. So I'm going to head to football now and we go again tomorrow. There's a few more orders that have come in today, so I'll pick those and show you those tomorrow. Hey guys, it's Thursday. I've just come back from a networking event. I didn't have time to grab my parcels in the morning, so I'm just coming back on my lunch break and I've got 3 things to grab, and then I've got to try and wrap them and get to the post office before I go back for lunch. So I've sold 3 things. I've got a game, a toy and an item of clothing. So let's go pick those now. So the first one is in this box. And it's a Nintendo DS game. And that is Professor Layton and the Curious Village, but it also comes with some other games as well. So there's three Nintendo DS games in total. 2 are loose and 1 is complete in the box. That has sold for £13.99. Now these games cost me like a couple of pounds from the car boot, so I believe the Curious Village was like 50p, and these came in a bundle with a DS, so happy to get those gone for £13.99. I actually paid £13 for the whole bundle with the DS, and I sold the DS for £26, and these have sold for £13.99, so very happy with that. I'm hoping it's in this box, but the next item is a t-shirt. It's only gone for £4, it's a cheap sale, but the item was free, so I'll take £4 for it. And that is a Timberland shirt. Sorry, not Timberland, Tommy Hilfiger, so I believe this is the one. and that has sold for £4. Now all my bags while I'm here, all my clothing bags, they are just clear plastic bags off of eBay. I bought like 1,000 for like £20, but they're perfect for just folding your items up, putting them in the bags, keeps them all nice, and they don't unravel every time you go in here and move them around. And also when you send it to the client, it looks professional as well. Offers an extra layer of protection when you're posting too. So this next item is in this bag. This is all listed stock. I just haven't moved it into the garage just yet. However, this is a Jessie doll, and I believe this sold for £14 or £15. I think it was £13 something, and this cost me about £2 or £3 in the car boot. It didn't cost me too much. I think it was £3 each for this and the Woody that you can see in there. So £3 into £13, £14. Can't really argue with that. Happy with that sale. So then the last thing that sold this week is this Dickies wallet, and this was £2 from a car boot a couple of months ago, and this is sold for £14.99 plus postage, so really happy with that markup on that one. It's a really cool little Velcro wallet. I was tempted to keep it for myself, but I've already got a wallet, so I don't really need it. But for £15, very happy with that. So that is everything for this week, so let's get into the results now. Hello, and it's time to go over the results, so let's get straight into it. So we have sold 12 items this week, making a gross sale of £238.05, not too bad. That's certainly a lot better than it has been over the last coming weeks. Fees was £37.55 and the postage was £28.05. And the cost to buy was £63.49. That was quite costly just because that Man United jacket that I sold for 60 odd pound, that one was £35 from TK Maxx, but that sold after everything and fees, £51.11, so I made £16 profit on that one, so that was fine. So that's why the cost to buy is a little high, which gives me an overall net profit of £108.96. So I'm quite happy with that. If I make £100 a week, that's £400 a month extra on top of my wages, so very happy with that. It's been quite a good week. We haven't had the best start to next week. Bank holiday weekend can go one or two ways. People are out with their family, they're doing stuff, they're spending their money in other ways. And then on the other hand, like, people have been paid, so they have money, they're off work, it's bank holiday, you know, they should or could be browsing eBay. So I don't know, but it's been a really quiet weekend for next week, so let's hope that we can pick things up. But as I've done in this episode, I've started listing loads over the weekend, and I listed loads at the start of this week, as you'd have seen in the video. So plenty of listings going up. We're back in terms of listing and getting things sorted. Obviously the last month or so, I haven't really been listing, as I mentioned. So really happy to get back listing and just get into the swing of things again. So let's hope sales pick up over the coming months. And on that note, I'm going to shoot off, and thank you very much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video.